see if we've got anybody.
Cammy.
Cammy.
Yeah, Cammy.
Yay. Should I move her, or is this going to be an okay spot?
This looks like it might need to be finagled.
Right here. There we go. Yeah, that looks good.
Do you like it there, or do you want it over there, or how do you want it? Why don't you decide?
The last one was right there, so we'll go with this one. Sound good? So is she just gonna pop up whenever? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
AirPods in.
I've got one. I got one in. Yeah. And then Kimmy, can you hear me? Cammy? I don't.
Have a chat or something?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. She can hear me.
I can
Okay,
hear
great.
you. I can
Nice.
see you.
Ah,
It's
perfect.
great.
Wonderful. Okay, great. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. We'll be starting in just a few moments. Everybody get comfortable. Come into a comfortable seated position. Start to relax your body.
So who's on Zoom? Don't start. Yeah.
Cammy.
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cammy is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're waiting for Leslie, Jamie Lewis.
Okay. We're just waiting for a few more people. We've got some time. Are we going to go get Thai tea after this? It's time. We've been talking about getting Thai tea together ever because she used to live right next to Thai Mango, and we'd go all the time. And so we haven't been able to since she moved to Orlando. It's been like a few months. I don't know. I think so. Yes. But last time I went, they didn't have Thai tea. They were out. It can't happen twice in a row, so we'll be good. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, won't happen twice. This is my cousin, you guys, Mary Beth. This is Morgan, Maddie, and Chelsea. Shane, Jackie, Sean. Lisa's in the bathroom, I think, and then who's that in the middle? Kaylee and Karen. Can feel the appleness in here. We're Team Apple. Yes, it was double rainbow.
Yeah, and if they don't have those, I'm sure they got like a different kind. I know there's a few different ones. There's
Mhm.
Pedialyte one I feel as well, but Pedialyte's fine. Pedialyte's the same stuff. Pedialyte's just too salty. It's like too much soda. Yeah. Pedialyte, in my opinion, is supposed to.
Serious yogi conversations.
Yeah, it's like electrolytes times 20. And you just put it in water. There's like these little powders. Yeah, these are a little bit healthier and they're way stronger. Way more electrolytes out of them. Liquid IV.
It goes with my class. Did you see? I have a new reading. It's about a flower. So it's time. Are you bigger than you were last time? Nope, same size.
Same size.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm measuring behind.
Okay. Okay.
Kevin and I both were small babies, so
Yeah.
same thing, average of the two. So he was 6 pounds.
Oh, Lana was super small. All my babies were small.
7 something and he was 7'6". I think I was 7'2". Zoe was 6 pounds. 6, 7, and then after the first day she went down to 6'1". She literally like so small. I mean, it just gets so uncomfortable.
Okay. So I can do that by, they'll pop up on there or? Okay. Oh, good. Yeah. Yay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to class. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Eb. I'll be taking us through our 75-minute vinyasa flow today. So we're all going to start off in a comfortable seated position, cross-legged. This is called Sukhasana, in Sanskrit. And start to connect with your breath. You can either close your eyes or leave them open. Start that turning inward process, pratyahara. We'll take 2 deep cleansing breaths together where we'll breathe all the way in through our nostrils, hold at the top, open our mouth, and then exhale. So let's begin that together. Inhale, hold, open. Let it all go. Inhale, hold, open, exhale. Let it all out. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Take a couple deep breaths here, inhaling gratitude. That is our theme for the month, this month at Kula. Exhaling any tension you might be holding on to. Let's bring our thumbs to our third eye. Start to think about relaxing the sides of your eyes all the way around to the back of your head. Looking through the back of your brain, through your third eye. 2 deep breaths here. Let's bring our thumbs to our lips. And think about how the words we use affect our lives and the lives of people around us. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths here. Perhaps engaging your Ujjayi breath with a slight constriction at the back of your throat. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Bring our thumbs back to our heart. Take a nice deep breath of gratitude here. Let's bring our hands all the way up, inhaling up. And exhale, start to lean over to the right, bringing your right arm down, your left arm up over you, stretching in the side body. Taking a couple deep breaths, feeling yourself expand on the inhale and soften on the exhale. Inhale back up to center. Drop the left hand down and stretch to the left as you exhale. Taking a couple deep breaths here to melt into the pose. Inhale up. And exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Just taking a moment of gratitude for the earth, giving us this support we have to do yoga on, and many other benefits. Being mindful of connecting your breath with your movement. Keep in mind that if at any point in time, any pose is too challenging, you can always come back to child's pose. You can come to down dog as a resting position. Let's try to keep your breath connected with your movement here. So inhale, walk yourself back up. Switch the legs out. Let's walk yourself forward on the other side. Planting the sit bones back behind you as you reach your fingertips out in front of you. Breathing. Inhale, come back up. Let's send your right leg out to the side. Pivot your body to look towards that foot and start to walk your hands gently, folding over that leg. Just as far as you can. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold more deeply. One more deep breath here. And start to walk yourself back up and then bring your right arm over to your left knee as you bring your left arm up and over you, reaching towards that foot that's out. Kind of revolving your side stretch here. Getting a little deeper into the obliques, the latissimus dorsi. Should feel good. Inhale back up. Let's rock back, switching out the feet. Turning to face the left leg and start to gently walk yourself down. Extending your spine straight on the inhale and then softening over the leg on your exhale. One more deep breath. And start to walk yourself back up. Bringing your left hand towards your right knee and your right arm up and over towards the left foot. Taking a few nice deep breaths here. Warming the body. Let's inhale, come back up to center. Send both legs out in front of you. Inhaling up and exhaling, fold forward. It's okay if you can't reach your feet, you just reach as far as you can. Know that every inhale you can expand, and on the exhale, soften a little bit deeper. Using your breath as a guide in your practice. Two more nice deep breaths here. Let's bring the feet, come back up and cross the feet, coming back into Sukhasana. Let's bring our hands to heart and set an intention for your practice here. Could be an I am statement. I am kind. I am loving. Lately, mine has been kind communication through awareness. So take a few deep breaths and really sink your intention into your practice here. And start to walk your hands forward, coming over the feet into tabletop. We're going to take 3 cow cats here. So inhaling gently up into cow. Exhale, round the spine up towards the ceiling. To cat. Inhale, cow, drop the tummy, pull the chin up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Fully feel it there. And then exhale, cat. Pulling that belly button just a little further towards the sky. Let's release it and come back to neutral spine. Start to find your balance here as you send your right leg out behind you and your left arm out in front. And slowly and gently start to awkward airplane those limbs out to the sides. Holding it for a moment to warm the body. And then gently set that foot down, walking your hands back up onto your left knee. Inhaling up and exhale, reach to the right. Perhaps looking up under that left arm towards the sky. Expanding on your inhale, softening on your exhale. Let's inhale back up to center, coming back to tabletop, stacking the knees under the hips, the palms under your shoulders. Let's take one cow cat here, inhaling cow. Exhale, cat. Coming to neutral spine, sending the left leg back behind you. Find your balance. Send your right arm out in front of you. And then start to bring them out to the sides. Finding your balance, feeling some warmth being created. And then gently set that left foot down and walk your hands back, coming up onto your right knee. Inhaling up and exhale, stretch over to the left. Looking up and under that arm, perhaps straightening the elbow a little more so you get an even deeper stretch. Inhale back up. Exhale, come back to tabletop. From here, you're going to push your hips up in the air and pull your heels back and down, coming into down dog. You might want to walk your dog a little bit here, start to stretch out the calves. And then walk your feet slowly up to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Slowly rolling one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Coming into Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Strong mountains in here today. Let's start to energetically think about pulling up the arches of your feet, coming all the way up the midline of your legs, into your tummy, tightening everything in there, pulling your belly button in and up, really creating that Mula Bandha at the base of your spine, on the inside of it. This is a way to protect your low back as you go into some of the more challenging postures, or even just a regular forward bend sometimes. It feels good to strengthen that area and be mindful of it. So we're going to inhale up here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half back. Exhale, Knees, chest, chin. Inhaling up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pulling the hips up, pulling the heels back and down. Inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, circle the sun. That was your first sun salutation A. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, knees, chest, chin. Take your chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. One more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, take your flow. Inhaling into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Step forward. And hang in ragdoll for a moment. Rocking side to side. Holding the elbows if that feels good for you. Let's plant our palms into the earth and step back into down dog. Bring your right leg back up behind you, circling out the ankle, both directions. And then slowly bringing that foot through and planting it next to your right hand on the outside. Coming into dragon pose. It might feel good here to come all the way down into lizard, dropping the back knee, coming down onto the forearms. Or you might just want to stay right where you are. Whatever feels good to you. You might want to take a bind here. You can reach back for your foot with your right arm, twisting and looking up towards the sky. Bring both palms back to the earth if you're in the bind. Dig your back foot into the earth as you send your right foot back to meet your left. Coming back into down dog. Walking it out a little bit. Bring your left leg back up behind you. Circle the foot both directions. Slowly and mindfully bring that foot to the outside of your left hand. Set it down gently if you can. Either staying here in dragon, dropping down into lizard, or taking the bind. Keep your breath going here. As you twist, wringing out some stuff, I'm sure. Start to release your bind, planting both hands back into the earth. Sending your left foot back to meet your right, coming back into down dog. We're gonna walk it out a little more here. Let's send your right leg back up behind you, this time bending the knee. Maybe you'll come all the way looking under your right armpit. Hi, Shane. You can circle the knee here, both directions if that feels good for you. Bring the right leg back up, square off the hips, and start to bring it slowly through for crescent lunge. Coming all the way up. Checking your foundation here. See how it feels. You've got your front foot planted into the earth, all four corners of the foot. Your back foot, the heel is off the earth. You might have a slight bend in that back leg. That way you don't get too much of a bend in your low back. Keeping your arms up above you as if you have an invisible block between your hands. Really feel your crescent lunge. Open up to warrior two. Lunge a little deeper. Energetically pull your thighs together and pull your hips a little forward. Creating a straight line with your arms, gazing out over the front hand. Turn that palm to face the ceiling and reverse your warrior. Should feel good. Continue your breath as you move, inhaling, come back up. Coming over into side angle. Either reaching up towards the sky or you can do extended side angle here, reaching all the way over you. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Face that palm to the sky and reverse your warrior. Hold it for a moment. Strong reversed warrior here. Warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. Stretch back a little deeper. Inhale, come back up. Pivot your hips, reaching out towards the front foot, and then start to hinge down, coming into triangle. Trikonasana. Looking up at the palm that's reaching for the sky. Resting your hand on either your shin, a block. Trying to make yourself as kind of a flat as you can here. Pulling that shoulder up towards the sky, creating some space where your neck is there. Let's bring that left arm down to the earth, squaring off the feet, reaching your right arm up for revolve triangle. This is a nice place for a block. Bring your arms back down. Actually, nope, keep that arm up. Bring your left arm up and bend your front knee as you come up into water wheel. Staying here in the twist for a moment. Strong pose. Bring your right arm up to meet your left arm, coming back into crescent lunge. Should be starting to warm up by now. Let's bring the back foot to meet the front foot, coming into chair pose. Pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend forward. Step back into down dog. Walk your dog a little here. Prepping to bring your left leg back up behind you. Bend that knee. Start to look under your arm at the smiling face next to you. Bringing that heel towards your butt cheek on the other side. Perhaps circling out the hip either direction. Let's bring that foot back up, square it off, and bring it through for crescent lunge. Coming all the way up. Finding your solid foundation here again. Starting at the base, working the way up, feeling your way into this crescent lunge. Let's open up to warrior two. Lunge a little deeper. Push those toes into the earth, and the outside of your back foot face is parallel with the back of the mat. Maybe knitting in the ribs here, pulling the tummy in and up. Lunging a little deeper. The arms are in a nice straight line, looking out over them. Let's face that palm towards the sky and reverse your warrior. 2. Staying here for a moment. And then let's inhale, come back up into warrior 2. And then come over into side angle. Reaching up towards the ceiling or extending your side angle by bringing the arm right up over the top of you. Inhale, come back up to warrior 2. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Take a deep breath here. Straighten that front leg, stretch a little deeper back. Inhale, come up. Hinge forward at the hips, coming all the way down into triangle. Bring your right arm down. Pivot your back foot a little bit so you can come into reverse triangle. Bringing the left arm up into the air this time. Bend that front knee, bring your right arm up, coming up for water wheel. Nice twist here. Bring your left arm to meet your right arm, coming back into crescent lunge. Take a nice deep breath here. Step your back foot to meet your front foot, coming back into chair pose. Maybe sit a little deeper this time. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up into Tadasana. Feel the heat that you're starting to create in your body. Should feel nice. Perhaps coming back to your intention for a moment. We're going to take 2 more sun salutations here. Sun salutation A. So inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Inhale, knees, chest, chin, come up. Up dog. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step forward or hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up, inhaling all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, knees, chest, chin, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now stay in down dog here for a moment. Maybe get your groove on a little like me. Bring your right leg forward. Not quite to your hands, just a little less maybe. And we're going to come into pyramid pose here. Straightening both legs if you can, or a slight bend. Start to fold over that right leg. Extending on your inhale and softening further over it on your exhale. Should feel this in the top of your hip, your left hip probably the most. It feels really good. Plant your hands back down, stepping back to down dog.
walking your dog a little bit. Bring your left foot up, coming into pyramid pose on the other side. Inhaling up. Exhale, fold over the foot, over the leg. Extending on the inhale, softening further on your exhale. Let's bring your back foot to meet the front foot, coming back up into chair pose. We're going to pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming into Tadasana. Now we're going to do some balancing poses here. So plant your left foot into the earth really nicely. Feel the pads push right into it. And then let's pull your right knee up into your chest for wind removing pose here. Just for a moment, massaging out your organs and stuff here. That should feel good. We're going to use our balance and start to come into tree pose. You can either kickstand your foot down at the bottom, you can bring it up to the top of your thigh, or you can bring it over for lotus, half lotus. Either bringing your palms together, or you can start to grow your apple tree branches. Maybe dance them around a little. Feel your balance. Finding your balance here. It's a lot of work already on that left leg, so let's start to bring that right foot back behind you, holding onto the foot, fixing your gaze. We're coming into dancer pose here, so we're going to get your hand onto the foot and then start to kick it into your palm as you pivot forward slightly. Beautiful dancers, great job. Let's release that back foot. Maybe shake it out a little bit after all that. Let's bring your left knee up into your chest. Wind removing pose here on the opposite side. Should feel good. Start to think about our tree. Do we want it to be a little kickstand tree, or are we going to try to come all the way up here? Perhaps it's a lotus tree. We can grow our branches, find more balance. Remember to have fun with it. Know that it will be unique to you. It's your tree. Let's start to gently bring that foot back behind you, grabbing onto the left foot with your left hand, fixing your gaze, your drishti, pushing that foot into the palm and hinging forward for dancer pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then just as gently as you came into it, gently come out of it with grace. Releasing that back foot. Let's inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your right foot back behind you, coming into crescent lunge. Prepping for warrior 3 here, planting your left foot into the earth, nice and solid. We're just going to come up onto that foot as we bring our back foot up behind us for warrior 3. Strong warriors here. Start to let your body melt towards the floor, planting your roots into the ground as you bring your right leg back up behind you for standing needle. Keep your breath with your movement here. Let it be a tool for you that feeds you as you're in these motions. Let's inhale, coming back up into warrior three. Practicing your balance here. Slight bend in the standing knee as you pivot back into crescent lunge. Bringing the arms up above you. Maybe rock it a little bit. Bringing the back foot to meet the front foot, coming back into chair pose. This time we're going to bring our hands to heart center and twist to the right, hooking your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, pulling your chest up as you twist and look up to the right towards the ceiling. Let's inhale back to center and exhale, twist to the right, left, hooking your right elbow on the outside of your left knee, making a straight line with your forearms here, pressing the palms into each other. Let's inhale back to center, coming all the way back up. Inhale up. Exhale, step your left leg back behind you this time for crescent lunge. Planting that right foot strong into the earth, finding your balance on it, and then coming up onto it for warrior three. Holding your warrior three nice and strong here, using your breath. Start to come towards the floor, bringing your left leg back up behind you for standing needle. If it's in your practice, you can reach for your ankle here for even more balanced practice. Let's inhale, come back up to warrior three. Maybe there's a slight bend in that knee. Strong right leg here. And then come all the way back to crescent lunge. Inhaling up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Bring your back leg to meet your front leg. Standing all the way up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to do eagle pose. So you're going to take your right leg, cross it over your left leg, bring it around and hook it on the back of that leg if you can. Then bring your left arm under your right arm and bring your arms around until your palms are touching each other. See if you can sit back and down a little deeper as you push your palms up and away from your face. Breathe. You all look amazing. Let's inhale, come back up, shake it out for a minute. Let's get that on the other side. Bring your left leg up and around your right leg, hooking it in the back, bringing your right arm under your left arm, bringing your palms up and away from your face as you sit back and down. Nice. Let's inhale, come back up, and inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Maybe close your eyes for a moment here. Feel your heartbeat inside of you, the new circulation you've created. Maybe there's some different thoughts going through your mind than there were at the beginning of class. And we're going to come down onto our knees. Prepping here for camel pose. You need a drink of water first, or maybe just a nice deep breath. All right, so we're gonna come up onto our knees. Plant your palms into your low back or come into reverse namaste, or you can reach all the way back for the heels, whichever is in your practice here. Pulling the heart up, shining it up towards the sky. Start to come, push your hips forward and pull your heart up into camel. Get a few deep breaths here. On your next inhale, come all the way up, sitting back into saddle pose, coming down into child's pose. Or perhaps rabbit if that feels good to you. Start to walk yourself back up, prepping for your camel number 2. You also have option for wheel here if you prefer that. So we're going to come all the way up. Start to pivot the hips forward. If you're coming into wheel, plant your palms next to your ears, your feet right underneath your butt, and start to push your belly button up towards the sky. Camels, push your hips forward and pull your heart up and out. Breathe. 2 more deep breaths. Start to slowly come out of it, sitting back down onto the heels. Coming into child's pose for just a moment here. Feeling the differences you've created in your body with this new space. All right, let's start to come back gently. Walk your hands up, coming back up onto your knees. 1 more camel here, or wheel. You're gonna come all the way up onto your knees. This will be your strongest one. So let's arch up, pull the hips forward, push them forward with your low back. Pull the heart up and out towards the sky, shining it up. Lots of gratitude here. A couple deep breaths. Next inhale, start to slowly come up, sitting back down onto the heels, coming all the way back down into child's pose. Cross the feet behind you and rock over them. Coming back into a comfortable seated pose, Sukhasana. We're going to do a challenging boat series here. So if you need to bend your knees for it, you can. All of our boats are going to look a little different. So just do your boat. Maybe get the sit bones planted into the earth for a nice solid foundation for your boat. And then let's come on up into high boat. Hold it, strengthening your core here, giving your spine some strength from the inside. Come down into low boat. Hold. High boat. Bound boat. Stay here for a minute, it feels good. Maybe twinkle your toes together. Notice how cool you are. There. Let's bring your legs back out for high boat. Hold it, strong yogis. Let's come down low boat. Stay here. Breathe with it. Come back up to high boat. Down boat. High boat. Stay with it. It's your last high boat. Make the best of it. All right, low boat. Stay here. See what you can do with that core. Let it burn for a minute. It's okay. You got this. Breathe and let it all go. All the way down to the floor. Take a couple deep breaths here. When you're ready, start to roll over onto your tummy. You're going to come into a prone shoulder roll here, spreading your arms out on either side of you. Let's start to roll over your right shoulder. Bringing that left knee up. You can either butterfly the feet together if that feels good for you. You can also bring your left arm back behind you as well. But just rolling over that right shoulder is quite a big stretch in itself. And massaging it out a little bit. The pecs here, get a nice stretch. The whole front of the shoulder. Now let's inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let it all go for a moment. Stretching the left arm out beside you. Starting to slowly roll over that left arm. Staying here for a few moments, feeling yourself starting to cool down, massaging out the front of your chest and your shoulder. Inhaling, come back to center. Take a nice deep breath here. When you're ready, plant your hands in and start to push yourself back into child's pose. Just for a moment. Feeling the newness of you after all the work you just did on yourselves. So proud of you all. Now let's cross those feet behind you and roll over them, walking your hands as you come back into Sukhasana, comfortable seated position. Now we're going to shoelace your right leg up over your left leg. Just crossing the legs here. Getting a nice deep stretch in the hip flexors, trying to plant both sit bones into the earth. Maybe bringing the hands up onto the knees, or maybe your hands are on your feet. Trying to find some comfort in this pose. Your breath. Let's bring that right foot and plant it down into the earth as you bring your left arm around that right knee, reaching your right arm up and back behind you. you can hook your left arm on the outside of that right knee, deepening the twist, reaching up on your inhale with the top of your head, and then exhale, twist even further. Looking over that right shoulder if you can. Bringing out the spine at the end of your practice. One more deep breath. And start to unravel yourself. Rocking back and switching the legs over to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall here. Planting the sit bones into the earth. Feeling that deep stretch in the hips. For a moment before we take that left foot and plant it into the earth, reaching your right arm around your left knee, reaching your left arm up and back behind you, bringing your right elbow on the outside of that left knee and deepening the twist. As you inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, twist even further. Inhale, come back to center. Rocking back, we're going to come into wide leg forward fold. So however that works for you on your mat best. I'm going to face this direction here. Let's just start to walk yourself gently forward. Taking a couple deep breaths. You should feel nice on the adductors after all of the heat we created in them. A new strength. And start to gently walk yourself back up. Bringing your legs back together. We're going to rock back into happy baby here. Bringing the sides of your feet into your hands, trying to flatten out the base of your spine as much as you can, and pulling the hips out by way of the outside of the feet. Perhaps rocking side to side if that feels good for you. Just taking a moment. Take yourself back to your childhood for a moment. Feel the baby. Be the baby. Start to release your feet, and then we're going to come into shoulder stand. So however that looks for you, you can start to walk your hands as you push your feet up towards the sky, walking your hands onto your back, or you can have your hands down on the ground behind you, whichever is in your practice. Taking a couple deep breaths here. Getting some digestive benefits from shoulder stand, the queen of postures. And you can start to drop your feet back behind you, coming into plow pose. Just slowly lowering them as far as you can. They don't have to touch the ground to get benefits from this pose. Let's come back slowly up into shoulder stand. And gently start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Coming into fish pose. Our counter posture. Take a couple deep breaths here. When you're ready, just start to lower yourself all the way onto the floor. Release your Ujjayi breath. Let everything go. Taking this time for yourself. Savasana. A reading for you guys. It's called Tend to Your Flower. Every heart has a flower. At times it's open, in full bloom. Sometimes your heart flower may close up for a while. Flowers need care to thrive. Close your eyes and picture a flower in your heart. What color is it? Is it big or small, strong or delicate? Does it have a single bloom or many? Ask your flower what it needs to stay strong and healthy. For example, like some sun. Maybe your flower opens when everyone sees it. Some prefer shade. Maybe your flower enjoys solitude. It's up to you how you tend your flower. Next time you ask, your flower's needs may have changed, or you might discover an entirely new flower. Start to slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes, coming back to your awareness of yourself. Maybe rolling onto your right side, coming into the fetal position for a moment. Enjoying and hugging who you are right now as you are. Start to slowly curl up, coming back into a seated position. It has been an honor and delight to be able to train with all of you. I am so grateful to be here. Bringing my hands to my heart, the light in me cherishes and honors the light in each and every one of you. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you guys on Zoom. Have a great night.
Namaste, girl.
Thank you. I love you, Jamie.
Love you, girl. Nice voice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, all the other yogis in there.
She said hi all the other yogis in here. So wave hi. Everybody. Hi everybody. We'll see you soon. Yeah.